This is how an angel does.
Guys, I'm assuming that I'm in focus. It's just me and Diva today, and I'm actually in my pajamas. I'm coming to you because I'm not feeling very well, and so I feel it'd be better if we were talking casual, because I notice I say and but and so a lot. I'm coming to you guys to talk to you about my new tattoo, which I said I would do a long time ago. Hello. So while I was in Atlanta, I went and I was mostly going to get this little one right here. Her name is Diva. She's a Chihuahua Maltese mix, and she's like the cutest thing ever. She's just a couple of months old. And she's so sweet. I think she's falling asleep now. So some frequently asked questions about my tattoo. If you hear anything outside, my neighbors are making a bunch of noise again. Just so you guys have a close-up of what it looks like. It's supposed to say Vanquish. The problem is, or not so much a problem, but the error in the tattoo was that it's supposed to have the letter U in it, and it wasn't included, and that's my fault. Where are you going? Where are you going? What are you looking at? It's mostly my fault because they entrusted me to type the word since they had never heard of it, much less know how to spell it. And I didn't notice that, there was a typo because I was just way too nervous. I wasn't sure how bad it was going to hurt, or, if I would bleed a lot or if I would faint. So this is my experience. I went with 3 friends of mine, and they were pepping me up and just trying to assure me it's not going to hurt. And you know what? It didn't, honestly. Tattoos, well, at least on your wrist anyway, they don't hurt per se, but it's very annoying, if you know what I mean. It's like, imagine a burning sensation, or like your dog chewing on your arm. Like, I'll even go ahead and show you. She usually bites my fingernails. She won't do that right now because she's sleepy. You're a sleepy puppy. I'm gonna go to sleep in a little bit, but I don't want you to eat my food because it's on the bed and I'm not done eating it. Yeah. The letters that hurt the most, I'm gonna put her down on my lap. The letters that hurt the most were basically the N and the long part of the Q, like where the tail is, and also the I. Not even the dot at the top, but just the line of the I, and some of the S hurt the worst. But I did not feel the H, and the V was like the less painful. It was a starter pain basically. So when he started doing just this part of the V, it didn't really hurt, it's more like it was very uncomfortable for the first few times, and you have this loud annoying buzzing noise, but it's a tolerable pain. It's not like, ow, oh my god, I'm dying. It's like, oh my god, would you please just get it over with? But it took about almost an hour to get it done because I had to keep taking breaks. My blood sugar was a little bit low, and I do have a high pain tolerance, but when it comes to my wrist, it's not really all that great. What's wrong? What's the matter? What's the matter? She wants me to hold her and make sure she goes to sleep. She doesn't go to sleep unless you hold her. Again, it didn't hurt. It was just very annoying. Now, it took about 2 weeks to heal. Hey, I'm going to go take her outside. She wants to go and socialize. It took 2 weeks to heal. I used the A&D cream. You can use Aquaphor, and people actually really recommend Aquaphor over this. I don't know why. This made me itch. The whole time I had the tattoo as it was healing, it didn't itch until I put this on it. But it wasn't like, it was like, oh god, it's a very noticeable itch, Not like a rash, but just, or a mosquito bite, but like, just, oh my god. Like you just want to shower or wash your hands constantly so it'll stop. And as usual, you're supposed to use unscented body wash and lotion. So I got Vaseline Intensive Rescue Repairing Heals Extra Day, fragrance free. And oh my god, when I was in Atlanta, because we don't have Kroger down here, we went there and like I had to spend basically $7 for that and body wash that's in my bathroom. I didn't get a chance to wrap it because I have to get up pretty early and get ready to go to school and then walk back home. But I just made sure to make sure it was moist. If I couldn't get a hold of a wipe, I would just get a hold of a washcloth and put the body wash on that and gently rub it. Not like go like this, but you just it's kind of like a patting motion, and so far there's no more skin peeling off, which is a good sign that it is officially healed. Now, this is my fault because I didn't wrap it, and because I kept moving my wrist a lot. I mean, well, this is a typical thing because it's on a part where I move my wrist a lot. The Q is actually faded off just a little bit. I mean, you wouldn't really notice unless you got way up in my wrist, or in my wrist space. And the V needs some touching up because there's a few spaces where the tattoo didn't really sit, and there's a part missing in the in the eye, but I kind of like it as is. Now, there's also questions about me getting it fixed. Truthfully, I don't want to get it fixed. I know that sounds really funny because it's like, well, you know, it's a free touch-up and you might as well get it taken care of anyway. But my thing is, the reason why I wanted this tattoo is because way back in November of 2012, I had been going through something. And now what I had been going through was basically, I had like a lot of things just going on. I had a breakup. I had people using me for money. I had people who, you know, backstabbed me and lied on me and were making all these really evil rumors, and people conned me out of money. Like, there's people who use me, and there's people who just, like, you know, they're making it sound like they would help me with something, and they just took my money and ran off with it. And I was in, like, this deep search for just wanting to feel accepted and wanted and loved, but, like, there's no way of really doing that, you know, while underneath somebody else. And also at my job, people stalk me at my job, and they're trying to make it seem like I was this person who sold my body for money, which wasn't true. No, I've never had sex for money. That's a complete myth. And there's also rumors like I cheated on people and I had an STD and I was spreading it around. It was horrible. And one in particular, I was dating them and they were trying to make it sound like, you know, I caused them so much misfortune. And, you know, even my birthday of this year, I still, people led me on in thinking like, yeah, we're gonna have a great time, it's your birthday, and they stood me up. It wasn't even like, you know, oh, I, you know, didn't have your number, or, you know, something came up. It was just awful. So I would always bitch about it, and I would be very sad and disappointed, and I would have in my head like this idea to just live a life where I could rub it in everybody's faces. But you know what, I think I'm done. I am so done. I just want to be happy, and I want to live a life where I can just humbly wake up and humbly go back to sleep and not have to worry about like setting these expectations and unrealistic goals and like wonder why I'm never happy. So again, here I am in my pajamas and a new wig and, you know, my glasses. I'm not glammed up, and yes, I'm doing a video.
Okay. Is that a chocolate chip or?
Okay, where did I leave off before all of that? The whole point of the tattoo was me reminding myself each and every day that I don't need people to live my life and be happy. And the word vanquish is a word that, let's just say this. I used to be a cam girl, and there's two different videos I'm going to make for this. I used to be a cam girl, and they were asking me what I wanted my stage name to be. So I wanted to be called Viper Vanquish, but there wasn't enough space for that, so I chose Vanity instead. But I still cherish the word vanquish. So again, in November of 2012, I remember it very vividly, I had a goal to just get this tattoo, so that way I could have it just somewhere I would see it. And, you know, I've been told, why don't you just write it on a piece of paper, or, you know, why don't you just remember the word every day? I mean, I got so much going on that it's just like, why not get a tattoo? And it's somewhere where I can see it. You know, I'm washing my hands, and you know, there's this thing where people tell you if you wash your hands, you'll feel a lot better. So, you know, I'm washing my hands, and I'll always be able to see, like, you know what, I'm gonna conquer today. Carpe diem. I probably should have got that as a tattoo. Again, here I am with my pajamas on, my new wig, my glasses, no makeup on. My nails are still done, but we're just having a sit down. We're being, you know, best friends right now, and you know, about to have a slumber party, and I'm just sharing with you my dirty laundry and things I had to deal with, and, you know, we're just catching up because I haven't made like actual videos just talking about my life for a long time. But vanquish, why I won't include a you in it. I don't need you to be complete. Again, I don't need you to be complete. Now, showed a picture of my tattoo on Facebook. A lot of people were laughing at me, and they were just like, making fun of my tattoo and hoping it didn't say what it's supposed to say. Or, they're like, well, the V looks like a D. Now, okay, when I was a toddler, I always thought the D and Disney looked like a G. But, I'm pretty sure a lot of people have given Disney or Walt Disney or, Disney as a whole bunch of crap about that. And let's be real. I mean, are we really going to flip out about letters that are just like making up a logo or a trademark? I don't think so. And Disney is like, it's such a successful place that it's like, I don't really think Disney is tripping about a whole bunch of people just flipping out like, oh, your D looks like a G. What do you mean Disney? Shouldn't it say Gisney? I mean, really, dude. So my thought at the time was I could get it fixed, but I mean, there isn't a whole lot of room and it would look a little wonky. And it might still look great, but I'm actually pretty happy with it as is. Now, funny enough, what I might do is I'll wait till I get married, if I ever do get married. I'm actually still single. But if I get married, I will put a U there, just to symbolize like my faith in my significant other. Like, I can be complete, but I'm happy with you as well. I don't believe that there should be a time where people think that without another person they are incomplete. That's not why we were here. I mean, granted, there's a seat for every butt when it comes to love. Yes, there is somebody out there for everybody, but some people just need to be more open or a little bit more grounded when it comes to their expectations and standards on who they want to be with for maybe not even the rest of their lives, but for a good extended period of time. Like, if you're investing so much emotion and time and energy into another person, you want to as well feel like, you're getting the same amount of respect, unity. Like, does this person appreciate me? Do they also like hanging out with me? It's not supposed to be one-sided. I don't think that's how love works. When people say that person must really love you because they've spent so much money and this and that, I mean, I've dated people who they would spend all this money and they made me feel like a complete prostitute, and I didn't appreciate that. It's kind of like, oh, I took you out to a nice dinner, I let you stay at my house, and I introduced you to my friends, one or two of them, and I've been trying to help you get a job and invest in your makeup, but you won't have sex with me, or, you won't do this and you won't do that. And it's like, if somebody is like trying to make it to where you're compromising your own self-respect, your own standards, and this and that, you don't need them. And again, you see, there's no you in Vanquish. I think it was probably just meant to be, because I had these and I was typing, but I didn't even notice there was no you there. I don't need you be happy. I don't need you to be complete, but I do need you guys to help me, realize like I am evolving and being more mature, and like to feel like I matter some of the time, because I know you guys love when I help you feel motivated to be the best you can be, to be confident. And I wake up most of the days feeling like I'm just any other person. I am your average Joe. I'm just going out here, going to school, looking for a new job, and hoping like there'll be more out of life than, this mundane way of living. But, I check Facebook and other things sometimes, and I realize like, even though I don't have like a whole lot of subscribers or viewers, or I don't get a whole bunch of likes on my videos or Instagram or anything like that, at the end of the day, I'm still appreciated, and I wouldn't trade that for anything. And man, if I could meet every single one of you like individually and all that, I would get a U tattoo over here. But I'm not saying I don't need you guys at all. What I mean is, when it comes to love and respecting myself and understanding that I'll always be who I am, whether you're watching me or not. Like, no disrespect, I don't really need anybody, I know that probably sounds really hypocritical and mean, but no, I don't mean it like I'm pushing you guys away and I'm never doing YouTube videos again. It's more like I'm talking to the people whom have hurt me, and this isn't like all my haters are going to regret what they did video. No, I really, that's not what my YouTube channel is for. Like, on my personal Facebook, I've tried to reason with those people and, try to make it to where they're not so much thinking like all these horrible things about me are true, but you can't please everybody. And I've learned that constantly. Or even people who have been your friends for, it doesn't matter if they've been your friends for months, years, decades, somebody can still hurt you. But you just got to figure out who's worth suffering for, as a quote by Bob Marley. You know how that goes. I'm 25, and it took me this long to understand, like, I'm still going to be this apparently very hot, sexy, gorgeous woman who's confident, full of pride. She doesn't compromise your standards for anybody. I mean, I recently went through a horrible experience with somebody whom I gave my heart to, and my home and money and like all these other things, and I had to get rid of them. You know, it is what it is, and now I've moved on, and I mean, you know, I was hurt, and I think you guys could see how tired I was, you know, when I'm making videos. Yeah, so the next video, I'll just be introducing you guys to, like, what is Viper Vanity all about. I'm just gonna end this video now, and again, you'll be seeing me more excited, energetic, and just like this. Well, maybe not always like this. But yeah, see you guys later.